Here's what's going on. I was taking videos of myself watching the debate and sending them to my friends who didn't have cable so they could get an idea of what's going on. Now granted, I do have a bias because I'm very, very liberal. So I did have a bias watching this, but beyond that, I also have a sense of morality and a brain. So you can understand why I have issues with both candidates and politicians in general. But I thought that this would be a funny string of videos I could kind of make a vlog. So without further ado, alright, so watching the debate right now, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of how it's going. We're about 8.5 minutes into the debate. We're not very deep into it, considering it's about an hour and a half affair. We're just kind of skimming the surface of the whole thing right now. But here's an idea of how the debate is going. Go find yourself a lead weight and write the word Trump on it in Sharpie. And this has nothing to do with like political affiliation or anything. This is just strictly observance. But I want you to find a lead weight, and I want you to write Trump on that lead weight with a Sharpie. Then I want you to take that lead weight, and I want you to duct tape it to a bigger rock. Just find the biggest fucking rock you can, just tape it to it. Then I want you to go find your nearest body of water, and throw that rock with the lead weight into the deepest part, and then when that's all said and done, just start throwing bags of dog shit where you drop that rock and lead weight. And that's how Trump is doing about 8 minutes in. Yeah. Alright, wish I could say I was coming to you about half hour, 45 minutes later with some more constructive discussion on what's going on in the debate, but no. It's been about 7 minutes, give or take, and I have witnessed Donald Trump saying that when he becomes president, he is going to have a special prosecutor look into Hillary's situation in regards to her emails, and then he just started insulting her with like playground level insults. He called her a liar several times. But what I'm trying to say here is there is no substance to this debate. Nothing. There's not a goddamn thing here. I'm sure I'll be talking to you again in a couple minutes. Alright, it's about 4 minutes later, and we're discussing something of substance, which is healthcare and how it can be better in America. Something I like, but the 4 minutes between my last video and this one, Donald Trump asked Hillary about her emails while talking over Anderson Cooper and Hillary herself, while Hillary wasn't allowed to defend herself in her own rebuttal because Donald Trump kept talking over her. So, America is... There's no other way to say this. A third grader wants to run the country. Like, that's what it comes down to. It's not like any more... There's no more content, dude. It's just... You just want to be a third grader all the time. Bro! It's like... There's just nothing here! Once again, about 5 minutes later, we're at a town hall question, which is, one of the, people in the audience is asking a question. Woman came forward and said she is a Muslim American, and, she said, how are we going to make things safe for Muslim Americans who are profiled every day? First thing Trump said is that if there is a terrorist, everyone, especially Muslims, needs to see something and say something. Like, as if they didn't before. It's, it's hard to listen to. Alright, move from the kitchen to the couch. I'm gonna take a second to talk about Hillary Clinton because she's not doing great either, I guess. But the difference between her and Donald Trump is her responses and rebuttals have substance. Like, there's something in there where you listen to it and you go, okay, she has a political opinion. Trump's just bellowing out hot air like a fucking hot air balloon. It's awful. It's, oh my god, dude. It's like, he's like a piece of Wonder Bread. Like, not really my thing, but I guess I can understand why some people have the appeal for it. But then when you bite into it, it's just nothing but air and flour. But back to Hillary. She's kind of floundering in a lot of things, and right now she's talking about Abraham Lincoln, and the question was about her, one of her paid speeches that just got released to WikiLeaks the other day, and it's, I don't know. It's kind of Trumpish, the way she went about it, quite frankly. Yeah, it was that bad. She just started talking about how she was addressing an issue about Abraham Lincoln, then brought it back to politics. Artfully done, but Trumpish. Come on, Hills. Trump just spent about an entire minute talking about how he goes to the post office, and then the government praises his deduction sheet. The fucking post office? Trump just said that the key to economic well-being in America is tax breaks for big corporations. Now, I wasn't very good at economics in high school. Most people I know can attest to that, but that doesn't exactly bode well for small business people who you've previously claimed to back up Donald. Like I said, no expert at economics, but giving big tax breaks to corporations so they can keep more money does not bode well for small business people. Just saying. I really want to say, shout out to Anderson Cooper for not taking any of Donald Trump's shit and acting like the 4th grade school teacher he doesn't want to be and telling Donald Trump to stop interrupting Hillary. Look, I never, ever thought I'd say this, but I miss the days when the biggest threat that me personally, interpreted to America was Mitt Romney. Seriously, simpler times. Also, Donald kind of made a roundabout way of saying it was Hillary's fault that he didn't pay taxes. It was awful, honestly. And then he keeps saying Bernie Sanders over and over again. He keeps reminding the viewers that Bernie Sanders said that Hillary Clinton has horrible judgment. And I voted for Bernie in the primaries. I wish I was watching him and like John Kasich right now instead of these two. But he's just trying to get the Bernie people on his side, and the likelihood of that happening, considering I know many people in the Bernie camp, is slim. Donald, stop.